So many of you who have known Nicole for a very long time, if not her whole life. So you probably have a pretty good idea how we got here today. I know I do.
I remember the day Nicole said she was moving to West Palm, and even though I knew it was best for her career, Jacksonville would never be the same without her. Nicole had a really hard time adjusting when she first moved to West Palm. And I remember one night her calling me just crying through the phone about West Palm just didn't feel like home to her like Jacksonville did. I remember saying to her on the phone that night that I just had a gut feeling something was going to happen. To this day, I'm not really sure what urged me to say it, but 2 days later, I got the call that she met someone. And it just so happens he's sitting right next to her tonight.
Jonah. I'm sitting here writing my vows the morning of our wedding. Are we surprised? I think by now we can assume anything I do is going to be by the seat of my pants and wherever we may be going to add 10 minutes to the time we need to be there by. I may not be the best at timely mannered things, but one thing I know is that time was on my side the day that I crossed paths with you.
To my best friends, you are my whole world. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I will forever be grateful for the moment that God put you in front of me at Starbucks that day. You are one of the most amazing people and one of the hardest workers I know. Today on December 2nd, 2022, I promise to love you first. I promise my whole heart to you.
Look at you. Oh wow, yeah, that dress is phenomenal.
Hi. You look so good.
You look gorgeous.
Oh. We're here.
Yes.
Welcome, friends, family, and loved ones. We are gathered today in the sight of God and of each other as witnesses to celebrate the marriage of Nicole and Jonah. We hold Nicole and Jonah up to each other as a family and a community of loved ones. We hold marriage as a sacred union between two people, and we are committed to loving one another and spending the rest of their lives together and to the journey we're going to share together.
These last few years have been full of love, adventure, challenges, and rewards. You asking me to marry you filled my heart with joy and future bright. I vow to always love you unconditionally.
I promise that I will not just say I love you, but also show you I love you. And I promise to honor you, encourage you, and support you through life.
I vow to continue life's greatest adventures by your side, ocean to ocean, or on the highest mountaintops. I also vow to walk by your side years into our future as a team, your partner, and your friend.
I love you more than just words, and I love you to the moon and back.
Jonah, do you take Nicole to be your lawful wedded wife?
Yes, I do.
And Nicole, do you take Jonah to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
You are now man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Mr. and Mrs. Jonah Heinel.
So one day we're eating at Bonefish Max. So I asked Jonah, when do you think you're ready for a girlfriend? And he goes, probably gonna wait, 2 years, get my business up and running. So 2 weeks later on the dot from that conversation, we're at Bonefish Max again. And somewhere in the middle of it, this man slips in, oh, by the way, I've got a girlfriend. And yeah, with my business. I'm like, okay, hold on a second, Jonah. This is a big step forward. And here we are, 4.5 years later, 2 lovebirds on their wedding day. I mean, you couldn't get like a better pair.
They say home is where the heart is, and with Jonah, Nicole has found her home.
Jonah has been a blessing to Nicole and to this family. He is hardworking, devoted, and loving. He supports Nicole with all of her dreams and career goals. The day that Jonah and I went to the shooting range together, he pulled out this target for me to shoot. So yes, the bullet went right into the yes. And that is how Jonah asked me for permission to marry my daughter.